What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. I hope you guys are doing great. I am doing amazing as usual. And today, I'm actually it was one hell of a day. It was very stressful. I won't lie. Keeping it honest, the reason why it was stressful was because I was involved in too many opportunities, and I still came out on top. I'm still up on the day around 850. A lot of let's say not mistakes, but definitely some emotions involved today, knowing that it was an important day for me to get one step closer to request my payout. Yeah, so I probably took like 10 trades really. I actually pretty sure I took like 10 trades. Quick scalps, went break even on some, got stopped on some, won multiple also. There was a lot of opportunities, a lot of deep retracements, I would say. But yeah, so not the best day overall, absolutely not. But the thing is, every time I would take a trade, it would 100% only be my strategy. It would be the exact parameters that I set for that strategy before entering. So yeah, I would say like I manage my risk pretty well, and overall, I'm still very happy with the outcome. So currently, we started live a little earlier than usual, but currently on this daily chart, let me know what you guys think about this closure right here. We did have a pretty aggressive dump within the first, I would say the last hourly bar. So the open here will be slightly different than, let me check here. Yeah. So the open of the new daily will be exactly here. So it will have a slight gap down. So for me, I am absolutely bullish. I would never short something that looks like this on a 1 minute chart. Keep in mind, my framework is looking at those higher time frame candles and try to predict the close of the next candle. So here, if I'm looking at a daily chart, and for me, I would never try to wait for this high to get swept and play the reversal off of it. This usually only works 30% of the time. What I would actually do is wait for us to accumulate, manipulate to the downside, use this previous bar as a tool to find my bias. Once those shifts in market structure are starting to get disrespected, then it becomes very good plays for most recent highs. Okay, this is basically what I do with all the time frames that I play. So currently on this daily chart, I would want to see us push towards that previous daily high aggressively within the daily open. How deep are we going to retrace here is very, we don't know. Okay, we could retrace all the way back here towards that volume imbalance that we disrespected. We could pull back all the way to 95 here, which is that previous candle's high. A lot of things can happen, but I would say the play that I'm looking to get involved is seeing an hourly candle being very aggressive, pointing towards that daily high, using it as a tool to know that aggressive participants are actually stepping in, and then using it as an easy money trade back towards the previous daily high. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking currently. I would want to see that previous daily high being taken out. I would also want to see that next day closing bullish on the daily chart and actually disrespecting that gap to the left. One thing that I will never do is short, especially until that previous daily high gets swept. So we'll see what ends up happening. But one thing that I know is that we'll let we'll trade off of the hourly way more than the 15. I would say I took 3 losses based on trying to scalp the 15, which is not the best. But yeah, sometimes when those, do you hear me? Holy shit. Don't tell me it will happen again. It did not happen throughout the whole day also. I made sure to make the call. Uh, It's weird, but okay. Yeah, it was a close one. Hopefully, it will not it will not do the same thing as it did yesterday. But yeah, so I was saying that most of the losses that I took were trying to scalp more based on the 15, I would say, um, during the Asia session. So we will let at least the 8 p.m. open before trying to do this, which is exactly what I did yesterday. But it is what it is. So I'm currently 15-5. We're keeping track because I like to give myself a challenge. Usually I like to not think about those metrics. I know there's big winning streaks, big losing streaks, big break even streaks. And at the end, it's, are you requesting payouts or not, really? So yeah. Let me show you exactly how much my account balances are. But today was it was hard. It was a hard day. It was not easy. Being honest with you guys, today was definitely not the easiest day. Let me try to show my Tradeify here. That's what I'm trying to do. And show you guys exactly how much I need in order to request my payout. Okay. So I'll show you guys this. All right. So here's my Tradeify. This is my 500K Lightning funded accounts. And I'm up 105,422. So I only need $580 in order to request my payout. Okay, so a 12.5K payout. Last time I said this, the next day was not the best again. So we'll see. I don't know. It hasn't been the easiest road to request that payout. That's what I'm gonna say. There was a lot of good winning streaks, but it looks like once I start to get very close, some dumb shit happens. So let me try to pull out the chat here so you guys see. Let me know if you have any questions regarding this or the plan that I'm using or anything. But yeah, usually like when I get close to the payout, it's not testing me like that. But on this one, I don't know why, bro. It's like it gets super close to my take profit, goes all the way back down, and I look at the screen, and I already went break even because when you get close to the payout, you also want the trade that you entered to be right quick or wrong quick. Usually that's always how I operate when I scalp. And I don't know if it's this week there's no news, so the scalps are less efficient, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So currently 105,422, meaning that within the last almost like 30 days, not even 30 days, like 20 days, I've made 5,400 on 5 accounts, which is equal to 25,000, a little bit more than 25,000. So just need a little base hit tomorrow, and it's gonna make the cut. Hopefully, that's pretty much what I want. But let's go back to the trading view chart here, so we can trade. So we currently have a daily candle with no top wick. This is pretty good. I like that. We're seeing an aggressive open low. So here, best thing that could happen, in my opinion, would be to see price digging aggressively below that opening price, sweeping internal lows, and then if it can reflip right back above its opening price, being very aggressive, and also closing above 27, then 52 would be an easy money trade. And then I would just put my stop loss to break even after 52 gets hit, to then see the previous daily high, which is located exactly right there. So that's pretty much my thought process right now. Always when I come in front of the chart and I look at the Asia session, these are always the levels that I try to play off of. Previous daily highs, previous daily lows. depending on the strength and the closure of that daily bar, usually we tend to see those moves, those highs and lows being swept during the opening of that daily bar. So yeah, any questions? Let me know. Today we did the trading floor with Lumi, so it was let me know who was there to watch. There was like 950 people watching. That was good. So we'll start doing this segment on Monday from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. where it's only going to be me and Lumi. And yeah, so you told your strategy was 15-minute unfilled gap in the recent days. You didn't take a trade with that strategy. This is not my only strategy, my brother. I have a lot of different frameworks. Once you have a lot of skin in the game, you don't only rely on one singular pattern to position yourself in this market. Sometimes I'm gonna play continuation, sometimes I'm gonna play reversals, but really depending on what the market shows me, if there is an unfilled gap that is aligning with good structure and good timing, I'll take it. But this is not the only thing that I do. Keep that in mind. Got this, brother. Patient pays. I keep telling myself that when I'm one day away. True. I think the best thing to do is really have set perimeters the day before. So like a daily loss limit, a maximum profit target, all of those to just make sure that you are in the right headspace. Because once you hit that trade, once you're in already and you see the outcome, no matter how good you are, you're human and you're going to feel some sort of way. So I think the best way to, like, I'll give you an example. Within that set of accounts that I'm currently trading, I'm up 5,400 and I need 6,000 to request my payout on those 5 accounts. And keep in mind, I was one trade away. So I was at 105,000. And at that pace, I was just risking 1,000 per trade to make 1,000. And that day, it went bad, but I had a daily loss limit. So I hit my daily loss limit on that day. But if I did not have a daily loss limit on that day, that account would be decimated 100,000%. So that daily loss limit, it looks like nothing, or you feel bad when it gets hit because you don't get to take a step forward towards that payout, when in reality you're actually doing the right thing. You're stopping out because the day is not favorable, or you're just taking bad decisions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's try to bring the like goal up. We are currently at 56 likes. What are we right now? July 21st. What's up, guys? What's up? So yeah, let's have the first like goal being 250 likes. Let's do 250 likes. We'll start pretty, I would say slow, small, but then we're gonna increase that once more people join in. Let me know if you were green, red, break even today. But for me, I took a lot of trades, a lot of break evens, because it was making equal highs and equal lows exactly on my draw. So I would just stop the break even. But yeah. Well, hopefully you guys didn't get caught up in that chop right here. That would have been bad. Amos, my new favorite Algerian. Hi there, buddy. How are you doing? Favorite Algerian. That's good. I claimed that spot. I think it's going down. What do you think? I think it's gonna go up today with that strong daily bar closure. Also, the fact that we don't have any upwick on that daily candle on the open. So depending on how that first hourly candle closes, it could be just a candle that is accumulating orders, and then the 7 p.m. candle will print very aggressively to the upside, and then 8 p.m. will open, be the catalyst to drive us back up towards that previous daily high. This is what I'm looking for potential trade. In terms of how do I anticipate the next day to close, it's hard to say because we are still in a big chop on the higher time frame. But when I have such strong closures above daily highs, for me, the I would say the I would never try to play the reversal off of such a strong closure, even if we are rejecting structure on the left. For me, trying to play the reversal immediately with such an aggressive break on Tuesday would be my last, the last thing that I would try to do. So for me, I use this previous candle. I'm like, okay, if this was a 1 minute candle, would I buy the next one, or would I sell the next one, or is it too risky to do anything? And for me, if this was a 1 minute chart, after the sweep, after this rejection, after this break, I'd buy. So then it becomes your job to look at signs of either weakness or aggression above the opening price or below the opening price. So the opening price becomes like your best friend in that sense, because if you start being way too aggressive below that open, then you got to give up on that buy, on being basically bullish on the day. You got to switch thesis basically. So yeah, just listen to a podcast with you on it, Amos. Nicely done. Thank you. Thank you. Amos, do you group trade your accounts or you go one by one? I group trade. But I think the best way to make sure that you'll receive the payout is to split your risk. Hey, Amos, I asked markets with Maggie if she'll come on a special guest to trade with you during Asia, and she said yes. Bring her on. Wait, let me see. Markets with Maggie. Let me see. Markets with okay. I think I added her on Twitter. I never talked to her. So yeah, it would be cool. What does she trade? Does she trade like VWAP? I think I saw one of her interviews with, I think it was Austin, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Hey bro, I'm back to Singer Strat, the 50-minute candle leaving a fair value gap above or below. Finding some success. The question, are you using every 50-minute candle fair value gap or no? I think once you understand a certain framework and you have a good grasp of like, are you bullish or bearish when this happens, everything after becomes self-teaching. So like, put yourself in the situation where go grab your own data and try your best to understand when you should stay out and when you should put risk on, and when it's an A+ setup, a B- setup, or a setup that you shouldn't take. So it would take me so much time. Basically, the only way you would know if I'm taking every single one would be if you saw me take, like, if you saw me back this in front of you and me explaining like, okay, no, I'm not taking this one, or I'm taking this one, or oh, this is like, there's something to my left that makes me, that I need to be cautious about. So yeah, self-teaching is very important once you understand a certain framework. If I claim new user deal with another account, will they ban me? I'm pretty sure that you cannot do that. Under the same ID. Nah, you're cooked. Also, you snitch yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. She's the infamous trader that took out 100K in props. Okay. I really like her energy. I think both of you guys would get really well together. Yeah, it's very rare that I have women on stream, but like as a guest, like me leading. Usually, let's say every time there was a woman, it was Miriam, and mostly Miriam would be the one leading, or I would be more of the guest within that. So, yeah, crazy to think about still, because no matter if I was like the things went really well in terms of the amount of responsibilities that I needed to have at the moments they gave it to me. So like it started pretty slow and then got up and got up and got up. Guys, I'm telling you, it seems natural. It seems easy at a certain point for sure if you do it every single day. But there was a time it was not it. I'm telling you, it was definitely not it. What is the maximum payout cycle? What does that mean? Like payout cap? So basically, the Lightning funded accounts are accounts that you don't need to pass an evaluation to get funded. So you pay a little bit more upfront, but to be immediately funded. And once you are funded, basically, and you start trading, then you have to you have a 20% consistency that you need to respect. So your biggest trade cannot be greater than 20% of the profit target that was set, depending on the account that you chose. So let's say for me, I chose a 100K Lightning funded account. So the um, the maximum that I can make in a day for me to not push that profit target above what it currently is 1,200. So 20% of 6,000, and basically 5 trading days. That's like default, because if you obey to that 20% consistency rule, then you're forced to trade 5 days. And yeah, you cannot hold your trades for lower than 10 seconds. But that's pretty much it. You can't like micro scalp. That's pretty much all the rules. And then in terms of like the payouts that you will receive on a 100K Lightning funded account, then you can request $2,500 per account. So if I am able to win my trade tomorrow, then I'll be able to request a 12.5K payout. Okay, so 2.5K per account times 5, so 12.5 at the end. And yeah, that payout will bring me, I think it will bring me at 100K within the last 300 days with Tradeify only. So yeah, it's gonna be that payout certificate will hit different. That's 6 figgies. We'll put it everywhere. Are you single or taken? I am single. I do receive that question a lot too. What's up? What's up? The indicator's name is ICT HTF candles by Fadi. Just shows you the last few candles on, let's say, the 15 and the hourly. That's what I ticked here. But you can show the 4 hour, the daily, the 5 minute. That's just to let your chart a little bit cleaner. And sometimes I require certain closes to happen that are either strong, or I make sure that they don't reject any lows. So when that happens, then that indicator saves me from switching time frames or having too many tabs open. Yeah, I can go over what I see on other assets for sure. You want me to go over Euro USD? I don't think I've looked at that chart for the last 2 years easily. What's up, Jay? How are you doing? What if you made more? 2K in one day? Do you need an extra day to make up for it, upping your target? Yeah, it does up your target. So if you're to know what's your new profit target, if your biggest day was 2K, then you divide 2K by 0.2, and you'll know. You'll know the next profit target. Made me laugh, Miko. You made me laugh. You know, I'm PR trained though. I can't fall into that bait. First time tuning in. Is this just analysis or you trade live? I do trade live, yes. Absolutely. I'm just waiting for a good opportunity and stabbing it. Yeah, I need to make a banner for real. Once he moves to Miami, he won't be single for too long. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Do you think if you had a girlfriend, you could trade like the way you do, spend a few hours a day in front of a chart? Wait, do you think if you had a girlfriend, you could trade the way that you do? You mean like I wouldn't have enough time to trade the way that I do now? I think it would be all right. I watched your podcast with Tradeify today. Super inspiring as a 22 years old who's been trading for 3 years now. Recently took my first payout. Thank you for the gems. Nice. Okay, so you're also 22 years old. Let's go, Chris. Appreciate you, my brother. I just turned 23. I don't know if you were referring to me being 22 or you being 22, but appreciate the comment, Chris. Means a lot. Which strategy do I use? Combination of a lot of different, I would say, different frameworks. But mainly, if you want to understand my strategy, look at your higher time frame charts. So the hourly, 15, 4 hour, and look at those candles and try to predict the closure of the next one. So let's say I'll give you an example here on the 4-hour. There was an unfilled gap right below us. That third candle failed to close above that second candle's high. Once you have an unfilled gap below you, plus you have the confirmation that aggressive buyers did not step in, then the next draw becomes that internal gap. Then you'll ask me, why did you not take this trade? Like, why are you not in? It's because I don't usually just trade immediately right at the open. I prefer taking quick scalp with you guys. It's better. But if I see this play on the 15 or the hourly, I will definitely take it. Yeah. Where's your deep voice now? Bro, I was not forcing my voice a second. You already know. Stop trolling. He's basically saying that I was forcing my voice when Lumi was here. Cap. We're seeing an aggressive open low. That's not, something that scares me too much. I would want to see how we operate right now. Right when this 30-minute candle closes, usually we could see a shift in the trend. It's kind of crazy what happened yesterday on the daily chart. Exactly, like we swept that previous day low and left. That's crazy. So yeah, there was so many good opportunities also to catch that trend, but we only trade from 6 to 8:30. So if I was trading from 6 to 10, or like at least till 9, trades would be better for sure. I get funded easily, but I rarely get a payout. Should I get it lightning? I don't think the problem is the account type. I think the problem is, how did you pass that account in the first place? The lightnings also are good because there's daily loss limits. Like those daily loss limits, they seem like nothing, but I'm telling you, it will save your life. You need to apply a daily loss limit. No matter if you're trading selects or gross, you need a daily loss limit. It will save you. Good luck with that traffic. Yeah, there's hella traffic there in Miami. Okay, you're 22, Chris. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, oh no. Because it seems like the numbers were adding up like that's pretty close to, 3 years, 22 also. Oh shit. User's message deleted. I did the same shit. Oh my god, Chris. Yo, Chris, retype again. Nah. Okay, unhide the user on this channel. Was unhidden. Okay, I found the button. Okay, we're good. Shit, my fault. I just misclicked again. I always misclick on that shit. Moss is only dating his charts. Facts. No, I'm not in a trade currently. I'm waiting to see if we can flip right back above that daily open. If we can do that, I'll be very interested in longs. It must have been the mic. I thought it was deeper too. Yeah. It might be because it was the morning. You know, at like 12:30 ish, you have a deeper voice than at the end of the day. Nutrition coach, yeah, she was my nutrition coach during the lunch hour. She was like, "Yo, you're not hitting enough protein." She basically called me skinny. I'll take that. I'll take that. But she has a point though. It's very hard to reach your protein goals if you only hit like if you only eat once a day. You know, I think I'll be all right. If I eat more than this, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Have you traded at all? Not during the Asia session yet. Still waiting. What's up, Moss? Just wanted to check, say on a 150K Lightning account, my highest profit day is 2,500. I need to hit 12,500 for a payout. In this case, 3,000, then will I have the extra buffer? Wait, 2.5. Then, so the maximum that you could have made if you really wanted to not push that profit target was 1,800. So now you do 2,500 divided by 0.2, 12.5. Yeah, you're cooked. Not joking. But yeah, you need to make 12.5. Well, I have the extra buffer. Yeah, you will have the extra buffer for the second payout. Yeah, you will. So let's say, so the second profit target is 4.5. So then once you request that payout of $3,000 per account, then what happens is that basically you'll have $9,500 of drawdown left, and you need to make 4.5 instead of having 6K to make 4.5. That's basically what's going to happen. So it's not that bad. You just need to make sure you convert that. Have you ever made more? Wait, have you ever made more than your biggest allowed profit? I went over my $600 limit. I made 800. Yeah, don't stress it too much. You know, just trade without looking at the profits too much. That's the best thing you can do. What's up, Mexican? How are you doing? But yeah, it did happen to me. I think I went over a little bit. I think my biggest day. Let me check. I'm actually curious. I'm pretty sure my biggest day is like 1,250. View details. No, I never went. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I did. 1,263. Bruh. I am micro scalping compliant. Wait. So now 1,000. No way. 1,263 divided by 20%. Nah, I need to make 300 more. No freaking way. No way. I need to make 300 more. Fuck. Nah. That's cooked. Damn. Bro, I went above $60. Bro, imagine if you go over like 200, 300, you're actually cooked. Someone said you took a break to do some push-ups. Would never do that. Add 6 eggs along with whatever else you're eating on your one meal. Bro, you want me to fart the whole day? Yo, if I eat 6 eggs plus what I eat, oh shit, again, message hidden, bro. I gotta stop doing that shit. I gotta stop clicking on messages. I try to look at your profile. But yeah, 6 eggs, hell no. If I do this, bro, imagine, plus you add the stress of trading already. I'll be shitting my pants the whole day, really. That's for sure. So I'm good. I'm good off of those eggs. I'm good, Mexican. Vibing also. I'm ready to lock in and stop gambling. How many trading days do you have so far on this 100K Lightning? Let me check. Journal. Overview. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trading days. Yeah. 9 trading days, not bad. I can withdraw 2,500 per accounts. I eat carnivore and OMAD. That sounds like me. No, I stopped. There was a point where I did mostly just eat meat and vegetables and eggs, but I stopped. It was too boring. You can't be that boring. You know, if your friend asks you to eat a burger, you gotta say yes. You know. And also, when I do the carnivore diet, bro, I get way too lean, and this is not healthy. I become a stick. Whatever amount you go over, multiply it by 5. Bro, what? Yeah, that's cooked. All right, brother. Carnivore is very unhealthy. Fibers are so important in a diet. That is true, though. I've heard fibers are pretty much the most important thing. You can't just eat carnivore. You can't just do that. I think you'd like some. There's something that is going to be lacking for sure. There's no way it gives you all the nutrients. Impossible. Even if you'll say, okay, there's fat in the meat and this and that. Nah. I don't deprive myself for sure. I'll cheat if I'm out for dinner. All right, that's tough. I like that. You gotta enjoy life. You know, you can't be too boring with the health stuff. You gotta watch your things like 5 days a week and then cheat 2 days. Miles, can I hook you up with my cousin? Thank you for the offer. Three-day water fast twice a year. 5-day water fast once a year. Okay. Shit. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so currently, first hourly bar being doing first hourly bar things. So no top wick on that daily candle. I like that. This is usually a good sign for us to look for longs and trade back into this opening price. Will I take a long here at the bottom of this range, trying to target that daily opening price? I want until I see an aggressive hourly bar pointing towards that daily open, and then I'll use it in order for us to get past that daily open and potentially also look for that previous daily high. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I want to stay patient though. Usually the 6 p.m. bar is not the best. Usually more of an accumulation candle, and yeah, so the real move starts at 7. So let's see. What's my IQ? I have no idea what my IQ is. How can you define IQ really? How can you know someone's really smart? If he's smart in certain things but extremely dumb in others, would you like what do you think are like the pillars or of being smart? Because let's say you're smart in terms of logic. That's not the only thing that you can be smart, you know? Like that's not the only area basically. The logic's not the only thing. Math's not the only thing. Someone typed IQ isn't accurate. I had my IQ test as a child, but I've done so many drugs since then. Yeah. Nah, you cooked on that one, bro. You actually cooked on that one. Made me laugh. It was a tough comment. Let me check here. That little freaking Discord thing is killing me right now. Notifications. No. Thank you. Okay. I'm receiving those little ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I just muted it. Yeah, I don't think IQ can really be quantified as just being logic and that's it. For me, someone who's very logical but has an extremely low emotional intelligence is not as smart as you would think. He's very smart in one sphere, but not the other. You know? IQ, AQ, SQ, and EQ. What's AQ and SQ? Are there important times in the Asia session to look out for? I would say, yeah. I would say the most important one would be the 8 p.m. open, which is a lot of those trades, aggressive scalps that we will take are right at those times. So yeah, 8 p.m. is one. 7 p.m. also really like that. Within that, it's mainly noise for me. Pattern recognition when talking about emotion. Okay. I like that. Okay, pattern recognition. Hi, sir. Are you the owner of Tradeify? 55 times. Put user in timeout. 24 hours. Confirm. Logged. Amos is barely 16 years old. How is he the owner of Tradeify? Barely 16. Why are you not using the unfill 15-minute gap strategy these days? I do. I absolutely do. It's just not the only thing that I will look for in a day. Especially during the Asia session, like the likelihood of us seeing a gap being formed and then us reversing, I would need to look at way more price action than only 2 hours and 30 minutes. Way more. Let's say today there was literally zero gaps being formed on the 15 minutes until, so from 8:30 all the way to 11. At 11 we formed that gap and it was not even good for the unfilled. I'm coming back. Did you trade this morning? Yes. Took some trades, ended up positive on the day, so plus 835. I still need, I just saw, I thought I just needed 500, but I need more than 500. Bruh. I need, I need 1,000. I actually need 1,000. So we'll see. Hopefully, it will go well tomorrow. Did you wash your hands, bro? I did. But there's no way for you to confirm that. Absolutely no way. What's the move? Today, I'm looking for longs, 100%. I would want to see us reject that upper portion here, being very aggressive, especially on the 7 to 8 p.m. bar. If I see this, I will 100% try to long back towards 66. So currently this daily candle is showing me strong signs of bullishness and also a lot of momentum, I would say, above the previous daily high. It's telling me that the bias is bullish for me until that previous daily high gets swept. And then currently we're seeing a pullback. So pretty good long opportunity that is most likely going to be set up. Is there a potential short opportunity that I could take? I would say there is, but I wouldn't trust this one. I would not trust this one. I'm just going to wait and stay patient. And once I have the perfect confirmation, then I'm going to get in. Do you have a community? Yes, I do. It's called PFT, Pockets Full Trading. What's your strategy? Don't spam. I'll let you one last chance to not spam. Pin the entry point. I'm not pinning the entry point. That is for sure. I am not pinning the entry point. Do you get sit-ups every day? Yeah, I do. It's really depending on how you want to trade, really. Let's say for me, I have multiple types of models. I have models that are a little bit more prop firm focused, models that are a little bit more live account focused. And, you know, usually with how I manage my accounts, it's mainly prop firm focused, or my job is to take as many trades as I can, really. So have the let's say strategy with the highest frequency possible, because at the end, on a span of 15 trades, at the end of the day, no matter how good your edge is, 15 trades is not a big enough sample size for you to know, to see if you truly have edge or not. So then at the end, it really comes down to risk to reward and frequency, which is mainly the reason why I have a prop firm focused strategy, or strategies in general, is because I view those accounts as, okay, I have 10 tries in terms of trades. Okay, if I don't, like, I try to be aggressive with those accounts knowing the return is so high, and if I'm not requesting payouts consistently, then I have a pretty big opportunity cost. The cost of missing out on the money you could have made if you were more aggressive. So a lot of things I take into account, but mainly I would say the two most important metrics to look for when you're trading props, especially consistency roll accounts, is frequency and win rate. I would say frequency and low risk reward, because at the end, 15 trades is not enough for you to to have to show profitability. And if you kill that account in 10, 15 trades, then you redo that again and again. Ends up being the same thing. Can I use only the 15-minute unfiltered early gap strategy to become a profitable trader? Just put the work in, no matter the framework. I think 100 trades is enough to know if you have an edge. I disagree. I would disagree. 100 trades is not enough. Bring that number up, brother. I would argue that you need around 3 to 5,000 trades. It's like doing a coin flip. If you watch my interview, it's like doing a coin flip. I could do a coin flip 100 times, and I can tell you there is some likelihood of me having tails 70% of the time. So 70 shots out of 100. It can happen. And then you would think really that, okay, now I have an edge, where in reality it's 50-50. Does your data shows this year has been harder? No, absolutely not. The thing is, let me tell you one thing. There's a big difference between, let's say, backtest and real live markets, because there's emotions involved. Of course, I can understand that. But mainly when I have hard times, it's me being too focused on the day-to-day basis, and me being focused on my results after a week, after 2 weeks, when in reality, again, it's too small of a sample size to tell, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, you cannot look at the day-to-day basis and be like, okay, I lost my trade, I must have done something wrong. This is not how trading works. And I would say usually when I tend to do bad, or when I blow accounts, is when I'm too focused on, okay, requesting a payout in 2 weeks or in 10 trading days. And when I get this off my mind, usually it gets better. But this is pretty much how I think. I think at the end, a lot of that comes down to risk to reward and frequency. Are you wearing the same t-shirt from yesterday? Do you think I have one black shirt? I probably have like 20 of them. Some of them I actually needed to throw away because they're a little bit too much, too schmedium. Answer my question. What's your question? What's your question, bro? Yeah, so yeah, my data doesn't show me that this year has been hard at all. My data shows me that March has been hard, and the first 2 weeks of April have been hard. And some weeks here and there for sure. Not it's not always green, but I don't view things like that. I don't view things like, oh, I've had a bad week, I've had a terrible month. I always view it as ROI, because my focus is making money with props. That's That's my main goal. And knowing how it goes, you will have winning streaks, you will have losing streaks, especially when you're focused on um, that model that shows you more than one trade in a day or one trade a day. You know, one thing that goes with frequency also is a lower win rate, because you'll also blend in noise within your system. You'll blend in, things that you would judge being a valid setup when in reality it is not. That's pretty much what that frequency thing will do to you. So I don't mind it too much. I win, I lose. But the thing that I try to do is I try to be risk on as much as I can, and make the best out of those winning streaks, knowing that I have a super low risk reward, and yeah, being in heavy for sure. Any chance you could answer my question? What was your question? There's like I could have went past your question. Do you trade gold? No, I don't. Wait, let me check on your profile the question that you asked. Go to channel. How did you not get filled on that order yesterday when your internet went out? It's because I don't use the thing on TradingView where it puts the order immediately. I don't know what's the setting, but let's say I can put a sell limit right here, but until I trigger it and actually click on sell, it won't do anything. You know, so that's pretty much it. So I had it trying to see how much aggression we would have, and did not see the level of aggression I wanted, so stayed patient. Can I only use your 15-minute unfilled? I responded to your question, brother, already like 15 times. It's not about the strategy in and of itself. It's about your ability to not take unnecessary trades and take that strategy, take whatever framework that you like, and become a professional at it, really. That's your main goal. So go and back test, go and have folders with a lot of pictures from that strategy. That's the only way to do it. How much do you think you have spent on prop firm challenges before you became profitable? Um, Maybe like 10K. Why don't you trade gold? Because I've never truly found any edge when I was backtesting it. It's a very hard pair to scalp. It's a better pair to swing or day trade, really, than scalp. Yo, Moss, do you feel like you get bad feels when you're using TradingView instead of Tradeivate? If you use Tradeivate, you'll have a lightning speed execution. That is for sure. Take profit, stop loss, entries on Tradeivate. I never had anything bad to say about that. Of course, when the news candle hit, decimated my accounts. But when was it? Trump scandal, like 3 weeks ago. So like gold for me is such a hard, yeah, like I said, it's such a hard asset to scalp. And I think gold is a very good asset to trade if you have a high risk reward, because it gives you, there's a lot of price discovery. There's a lot of big swings, big moves being formed on gold, and it's less choppy on the daily chart than something like NQ. Let's say like those huge moments of consolidation like this, of course it went up very aggressively after, or like this currently that we're seeing. It doesn't offer you as good as you would think in terms of risk to reward trades. And gold, if you know how to trade it, you can turn day trades into swing trades. I would say NQ is more of an asset where easier to scalp than hold your trades for very, very long. It's hard to have the right entry. Do you use Tradeify grouping function, or do you use a copy trader? You can do both. You can do both, but the Tradeify one is very good, and there is also great copy trader softwares. Okay, let's try to work on the like goals here, because I see there's more people here in the chat. So first like goal is 250, currently at 225. So let's reach 250 and then I'll have another like goal. So this is for a 150k select account. Have you ever heard of the moon day trading strategy? No, I haven't. Let me know what it is. I like your answer, bro. How should I approach trading other pairs than gold? And what would you recommend? It's hard to say. It's hard to say because if you want to be a scalper, then the edge that you will find in an asset like NQ or ES will be very different than Euro USD or gold. And let's say you don't want to be a scalper, you want to be a swing trader, or you want to take your day trades into swings or mainly day trade, then you need to look at the fundamentals on those assets. I would say, especially if you want to swing. Just purely playing it off of technicals, in my opinion, you will have some sort of missing piece when you are swinging, let's say gold. So I don't know. For me, I would say I'll be biased when I say this, but there is some very good strategies to be found on NQ, especially for props. If you know what you're doing, moves fast, moves aggressively, can scalp, can be in and out very fast. That's usually what I like to do. Okay, so first Lego was hit. It was 250. So now let's do 400. Okay, 400. And I'm doing another 150k select account. So let's do that, my brothers. Oh, let me order my food too. Let me order my food. Let me see. When are you gonna cook? Bro. I need someone to cook for me, bro. I don't have time. All right. What do you have for trading setup? What do you mean, like my monitors and is that what you mean? Or like the setup in and of itself? Like, are we going long or short? Okay. I have two screens. I have a 24-inch monitor, 240 hertz, because I'm a gamer. So that's the first screen in front of me. And then I have also a vertical screen, 24-inch curved monitor, also 144 hertz. That was like my old gaming monitor too. I like to keep it simple, like not have more than two monitors. You don't need four or five. I like to have two. Usually, one would be Tradeify, one would be TradingView, or I would look at the chat on one of the screens and trade on the other one. That's pretty much what I do. And that's my mouse right here. So Logitech, what is it? G Pro Wireless. If you see this, then you know I'm a gamer. Because when you that right here adds some weight to the mouse, and you don't want that. So I took that off. My keyboard is this. What is it called? I don't remember. It's a Fortnite keyboard. Apex Pro. Apex Pro, I think. TKL. A pretty solid setup. Yeah. And then I have a pretty good PC too. Yeah. I would say the setup doesn't truly do anything. I could do the same damage on a Mac. It's just it's just scream at my teammates when I play video games. That's a better setup to scream at my teammates. 100%. You know, I agree. Bro, ordering Nobu on DoorDash. No. Hell no. He's an aimer. Nah. My aim is doo doo. Nah, bro, the setup matters. The setup absolutely doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter to a certain extent in terms of how efficient can you be to gather data without you spending too much energy. Let's say for me, having two screens was always the best thing because I would screenshot uh, like this tool, like take a snapshot right here, and then I'd have my second screen to my left, so I don't need to switch tabs, and then Control V into a Discord server where I have all my data. So that in terms of efficiency, it is far better than having like a laptop for sure. Um, Saves you time, saves you energy, keeps you more focused. But I mean, you do the it won't really change much. It's really about the approach that you take everything with. Trying along on eval, I like that. I like the longs on eval. I'll see what's the reaction here. I like how we're currently pushing aggressively back towards that daily opening price. I would want to see us flip right back above that daily open, close strong and bullish on the hourly, and then try to go for the 65 high here. Um, Depending on how deep that retracement will be, we could turn that into a scalp, or we could hold that to the daily high, depending on how big our stop loss is. Of course, the scenario in front of me is always different day by day, so gotta adapt. Can't really tell you where my stop loss is gonna be, depending. I'm on a small laptop, but I'm gonna upgrade to 2 screens this week. I'm an SMT trader, so it's hard for me to see on this small laptop. Okay, I see. If you trade SMTs, wait, so you trade like the concept called SMT. So like the divergence between ES and NQ, that's what you're saying. And it's hard to see those divergences. Is that it? What games are you into? I don't play video games like that anymore, but the games that I'm the best at would be Rainbow Six, Siege, and Fortnite. So yeah, I'm a little bit younger. A little bit younger. Don't tell me Mario or bro. Don't tell me Mario. All right. I know everyone just freaking played that game, but I'm pretty much horrible at Mario. It's not sweaty enough for me. It needs to be sweaty. Yeah, I did play Valorant a lot. I did play Call of Duty a lot. My favorite Call of Duty of all time was Black Ops 3. That game, there will never be a singular Call of Duty that will be better than Black Ops 3. I played it on Xbox for the longest time, and then now I play on PC. I've played that game since I was 12 years old. So you probably won't be in my lobby. Probably won't be in my lobby. MW2, Cat. Messi deserved the golden ball. Stop spamming it. Why are you spamming it? Like what? I don't get the spams. What about our creator? Is that like what type of game is that? The thing is, look, I'll let you know like how I think about games nowadays. Games have to be something that I do to like set my mind free from the rest of the day. So it's like my time off not thinking about anything else. You know, so at those moments, I don't want to be like facing too much adversity. you know, I don't want to like I don't want to have to sweat in order to learn the mechanics of a game. I can't do that anymore. I'm too I'm too unk for that. Like understand the game. That takes too much energy. For me, I just have to see an enemy in front of me and that's it. It's on sight. you know? Yo, bro, I'm not gonna give you the account just because you tell me that you need the account. I see you spamming it like 55 times, bro. like, it's 4:45 a.m. in it, bro. Okay, we're currently at 281 likes. Let me see. How many likes we got? 317. Sheesh. Bro got timed out by Tony. Bro. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance. Bro got hit with the strike. Oh my god. Shit. I love those. Okay, so currently this first 6 p.m. candle closed bearish. Okay, usually when I see a candle closing bearish and strong, I want to see us continuing that trend. Okay, being aggressive to the downside and looking for cues to only fade bullish shifts in market structure. That's usually what I do. Currently within this range, I am absolutely bullish because of the daily chart. And the daily chart is a higher, so the daily candle is a higher time frame than the hourly. So it takes the advantage in terms of what I lean bullish or bearish. Here, since the daily still hasn't taken the previous daily high, I would consider being longs way before trying to short the market. So now, currently, the best thing that could happen is us starting to trade back above the daily open right here. Okay, now we currently have no top wick on that daily candle, so it would be good if we can find some aggression above it, close very strong and bullish above the 6 p.m. open, and once we close very strong and bullish, then those highs will become low-hanging fruit targets. I will try to look for those shifts in market structure, fade them, and try to trade back towards the previous daily high using my daily bias here. So let's see how that goes. We will be patient. There's still some chances of us seeing lower prices and digging below the hourly open. So for me, anything within this range is pretty much just a prediction. I would say in terms of prediction, longs look far better than shorts on the higher time frame, but how deep is the retracement going to be? We don't know. We actually don't know, which is the hard part, which is what we're going to try to look for within this action. How do you scalp on prop account without breaking rules? The only rule you need to focus on is the micro scalping rule. Really, that you like, you can't hold your trades for less than 10 seconds. That's mainly the only rule that changes your approach to how you trade. But I mean, if you take your trade and you leave after 10 seconds, I don't know what you're doing. Like the fastest trade I will take could take me like maybe a minute, but 10 seconds, I don't know. But that's the only rule. So how do? I build a strategy with a low risk towards system basically, and I trade with high risk, knowing that I have a high win rate, and I try to have the highest frequency as possible, and that will basically, like I said, at the end, after a set of 10 to 15 trades, the distributions of wins and losses are pretty much random. So the lower your risk reward, the more chances you have on your side to not hit your max loss limit. I have a top wick on my daily candle. Then you're probably looking at the CFD chart. I've seen you in my YouTube shorts. Oh no. That's a bad sign. Bro. I'm telling you, on YouTube shorts, there is not a toxic place like the YouTube shorts. Or oh no. You saw the meme where someone was like, if you wanna see what low IQ is, go to Costco on Sundays. You know, that was kind of funny. But I'm telling you, if you want to see what low IQ is, go on YouTube short comments. Bro. He will die. I'm telling you, you will. Yo, sometimes I just read the comment and I actually laugh. I'm telling you. I think I'll screenshot some that are funny if I see, because I have some pretty viral videos too. Like, they do pretty well on YouTube, and sometimes, bro, you already know I have a low risk reward, so my stop loss is big. Bro, let me just go on my channel and look. I'll take a look at a viral vid and lucky guy. You look tired. You look tired is funny though. You know, we don't have all the same genetics, you know. We don't. Definitely could have waited for that pullback, then entered to have a better RR. No shit. That's the point of having a wide stop. Like, those are the worst comments. It's like, yo, you should have waited for price to come down to this area. Bro, it's in hindsight. You saw it happening before. Like, that is literally the dumbest shit you can ever say. Wait, let me check others. L trade, by the way, the stop loss was too big, man. Also, he didn't wait for the correction. Also, the place he took the entry wasn't a good entry. Also, he should wait for the perfect entry. On God, that's the comment. Wait. Bro, these comments are frying me. I gotta get to a more viral video. Okay, wait. I'm going to a video where I lost. Wait, let's see. Some comments are very good though. This guy trades in wishes and hopes. That's a good rage bait. That's actually a good rage bait. This guy trades in wishes and hopes. Wait, let me check. What an error. The fair value gap was already mitigated and it didn't had a real confirmation for a buy because I posted a loss. Do you, like, do you see? Like, you can't. Some people really think that there is a reason why you lost on that trade, or like they will see the action on the 1 minute and they will be like, "You should have waited for a deeper pullback." This is all in hindsight. How many times did this exact scenario happen at this exact time that it didn't pull back to that exact area you're talking about and won? That's really what you need to think about, which is strategy and not theory. Because it's too easy to just have those words blended in and you're like, oh, you longed, it inversed the gap right after. Of course, it didn't inverse the gap when I entered the trade. you know, there's not always a reason to justify your loss. That's really what I mean. And there's a big difference between concepts and a strategy. No matter how much because concepts will put you in a loop where you will not have you will not have the right feedback whether you're on the right path or not. You're just using concepts and trying to blend them in order to win on some days, lose on some days. You need to have an edge. Edge meaning a strict area where you enter, put your stop loss in, and take profit for a specific reasoning that in a span of 1,000 trades should give you profits. That's really the biggest difference between hindsight, which is wait for the deeper retracement, or wait or like what I'll see is like, oh, you bought in premium. No shit. Like, I bought in premium. This is the point. Like, when price goes up, I buy it. When you lose, let's say when you lose, it will be, bro, you bought in premium. If let's say you bought the market, and if you sold in premium, they will be like, bro, follow the trend. You can't escape the rage baits, I'm telling you. So at the end, you just you become better at handling those kind of critiques. What's going on with the stream? I'm blurry. Am I blurry? Wait, am I? I don't think I'm blurry. I think that's your Wi-Fi, brother. Fuck it, I'm gonna short it. Oh shit, good luck, my brother. I don't know about shorts right now. Somebody's drunk. Loki, this is prime example of why you should be careful with who you let into your mind facts. So true. So true. I don't read it. I actually don't read those comments. Sometimes I just get the pop. Like, I get the notification from like YouTube Studio that my video is doing well or it's underperforming sometimes. And then sometimes I'll look. Do you work for Tradeify? Why don't you stream for your own channel? Yeah, I work for Tradeify. Absolutely. I did stream on my own channel. We'll look to stream sometimes on my own channel too, but like I said, I took the decision to stream for Brett, my brother. Yeah, Mas, why don't you take the trades we telling you to take? You act like this is your live stream. That would be cool. We would all agree to take one trade, and if we win, we all win together, and if we lose, we all get decimated. But at least we all go down together, or we all win together. I won your giveaway last Tuesday, but I still haven't received today. Last Tuesday. Wait. What account did you win? What's your name? Can you check that, Tony? All right, perfect. Thank you. So someone's gonna look into that. What's your relationship with Brett? Amazing. He's my brother. We've known each other for a year and a half now, so yeah. Amazing relationship for sure. So currently seeing some aggression from the sellers here, right at the upper portion of the previous hourly bar. Let's see if we can close strong, or if it's going to close very weak and be an inside bar candle. That would be the worst case scenario, really. Let's say here, what we have in front of us is an hourly candle forming a range, so a high and a low, okay, at 6 p.m. And then from 7 to 7:40, we did not trade above the previous candle's high or below the previous candle's low, which is an inside bar candle right here. So basically just fully accumulated for an hour. So at least right now, I would say 40 minutes. If that candle closes in the way that it's currently trading right now, I won't do anything. I need it to be very strong above 310 and potentially even closing above 28. I would say if we start distributing, if we start being aggressive below 73 and start being bearish here, there's a pretty big likelihood of us continuing that downtrend and that up move just being a fake shift in market structure. Okay, that's how I see it. So let's wait. Let's wait for the perfect opportunity. I do not want to take unnecessary losses within this range. You guys already know. Even the quick scalps don't really interest me like that. Like most of the paper cuts that I took, the losses that I took here on Asia, even if I only took 5 losses out of 20 trades, they were mostly based on those lower time frames. So let's stick to some higher time frame analysis. And we have a wide stop anyway, so once we get the direction right, the entry should be easier to get, I would say. Love these Asia sessions. Let's go. Appreciate you, Nathan. Have any trades happen or still waiting? Just curious what I've missed. You did not miss anything. We were still waiting for a setup. Price is extremely choppy. We are still stuck within that 58-point range. I would say with how that previous day ended, doesn't really surprise me. I was still surprised to see such an aggressive move during the AM session, because we moved a lot in the overnight session yesterday. So we moved around 545 handles. or I would say just 500 handles. And when New York opened, we already took out the previous daily high here on NQ and not on ES. So I would say, you know, it was it was not shocking. It can happen for sure. But with such an aggressive move, usually we tend to see hourly candles that trade back within the range of each other, which is exactly what happened here. But then we saw the expansion, so it was not too bad. What we saw a lot within the previous weeks were just candles closing back within the range every time one closed. So here we still got the expansion and the expansion at 1 p.m. So I would say not a bad day. But I would say for scalps, quick scalps, it was a way harder day in terms of trying to get in and out very fast. Like for the 20-30 handle mark, price had a very hard time bursting through a low or just breaking out. Every 1 minute bar would trade back within the other one, especially during the PM session. If you traded past 2 p.m., I don't know if you still have hair on your head. First red day in a while after the New York Open. I mean, today I ended green. It was one of those days where you need a walk. When you need a walk after the day, you know that your brain was absolutely fried. And this is one of those days. Amos, I think you said you're a long bias, but how long do you think we go before reversing? Like we go down or we go up? How long do you think we go before reversing? Oh, like okay. So I'm long biased, and I would say you never know when you're gonna reverse. That's the thing. It's like there's a lot of people that will look at highs and lows, let's say, and they will look for reactions of those levels and for the first shift to happen, and then they will enter, and then they will say, okay, there's going to be a shift in the market structure and price will now be bearish. I don't view things like that. Basically, I view things in two ways. If I have a high, let's say that is dominant, let's say like the previous daily high, it's either I wait for us to sweep the high, shift aggressively, and then have a candle closing bearish and being very strong and aggressive that is telling me that, okay, the sellers are now controlling the market. We are failing to see higher prices, and there's potentially a gap below me. Then I'll look for a short back down potentially. Or what I'd look for is, okay, what is the reaction from that high? Are we sweeping? Basically, what's going to happen is if you look at the 1 minute chart, it will sweep that level, create a shift, but then it could easily go back up very aggressively and then show you that we are very strong above that previous daily high. So then when I see that we have strong closures above serious levels of liquidity, then this is the moment where I find my bias, and then always try to wait for a squeeze to happen. So a shift in market structure to get invalidated, gaps to get disrespected. But mainly my focus is trying to find where my next candle will close. And once I know this, then it's it's pretty much most of my analysis. Then the entry comes, but this is easier for me. Moss is sleepy. Do I look sleepy? I don't think so. I might, because I talk slow, steady. I'm just here for the Glizzy Candle Asia Open. Okay, there's gonna start to be some action in 1 minute. So let's see. You'll receive the account. Don't worry. We're already looking into it. Calm before the storm. Yeah, storm might happen now. Let's see what we can take. You're picking up running. That's cool. I ran yesterday. Today I wanted to do boxing, but I just hit a normal gym session. I just hit chest. I hit chest and shoulders. That's it. A lot left. Yo, Miles, did you have the chance to be moved to live accounts, or you're still trading fundids? Yes, I did have the chance to be put in a live account with Tradeify. So it was a very good experience. Those accounts, I ended up losing the live account because I requested so many daily payouts that there was not a lot of drawdown left for me to survive with. So it was my fault for sure. But I did do whatever I had to do with those accounts. I requested almost $14,000 with those accounts, with my live account, with Tradeify only. There is definitely a difference in the style that you need to have in order to survive the live conditions. I would say mainly there's more emotions involved, but there's also like you need to have the approach where you don't need that much frequency as much as you would think. If you are someone who usually takes 1, 2, 3 trades in a day, you don't need that, especially knowing that there's more emotions involved. So the best thing to do, the thing that I did really at that time was I was really focused on a setup from 10:20 to 10:45. I would take it. If I would win, I would win. If I'd lose, I'd lose. But yeah, the days where I would take more than one trade on the live account would be a day where I struggle a little bit more. So yeah. What are the accounts that you trade right now with Tradeify? 100K Lightning funded accounts. Did you ever trade personal funds? I did have a 10K live account before. I would say back in early 2025, end of 2024. Yeah. How many likes do we have? Maz, do you think your strategy works well with other things like gold, crude, natural gas, platinum? Platinum is crazy. I would say the mechanic behind why I'm long or why I'm short will remain the same, but the timing of the entry will be different. The how deep the pullbacks are also will be different, and the time that you will spend in the trade will also be different. Let me see the like. What did I say? Did I say 400? What was the light goal? Yeah, 400. Okay, so we're doing 400 for the second light goal. So currently at 390. At 400, I'm doing a second 150K select account giveaway. So currently we have an inside bar. It might change within the next 5 minutes, but nothing that really spikes my interest here. Um, with how we're looking, you know, I would be tempted to say that just a blind long right here below that low, with your take profit being at that high and your stop loss being here, wouldn't be that bad of a play at all. For the overnight session, I'm pretty confident to say that. But the thing is, it could definitely like the speed which we enter, which let's say picks me up on the entry is very important. I don't want to get picked up by candles that are just dying into my entry. The displacement is very important. So if it goes very aggressively and we have heavy candle closures like this, especially on the hourly, then um, it wouldn't be the perfect scenario for me. But you know, I really wanted to see us close strong and bullish on that one. Maybe we'll have an aggressive open from 8 p.m., but we'll see. Or even we might even push within the next five. We don't know. So let's see. Let's stay patient, chat. So Tokyo opens within the next 4 minutes. How do you enter the giveaway? Just make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and at a certain point, I will tell you to type a word in the chat, and then a bot will select the winner from someone who typed the word. So big chop here. That's a huge chop. One of those Asia sessions where you can't really do anything currently. I think mostly the people who traded currently are down. Who traded? Who was in the trade? Because if you were, I'm sorry. Like there is so many good plays to be caught on Asia, and I'm telling you, like great plays, especially more aggressive plays on the higher time frame. But if it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up really. It's unnecessary risk that you put on the table. So you see, like for me, anything within this range until I have my candles showing me the story for the next one is pretty much useless, because you can get caught, shorting a bearish shift that will end up retracing back to 90% of its previous range and then going back down. And you would think that price would go down from here again, but retraces again. That is for me purely noise, because there's nothing that really supports the fact that we would need to go down now. When if we truly close strong and bullish at around 29, I would have a very high conviction with how that daily candle is printing that this low is protected. So if my stop loss is wide enough to cover that low, then I'm going to survive and mostly going to win the trade. So yeah, the thing is, Asia session within the last few weeks have been great. They have been great. within the last 2 months, I won't be here to say that they were trash or no, no. The action was amazing, but the only thing is, I would say it started to die down a little bit more last week, and we're approaching August, so we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful, chat. Finish the day break even. Better than barbed wire. That's actually barbed wire price action. Okay, the hourly bar is gonna close now. Let's see how the open where the open will get us. Opens in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aggressive move up. Okay. It can't leave that range for some reason. It actually just can't. A 1 hour 54-minute trade. But you answered on the first 5. Shit. You're tough. Doing great. What about you, bro? So currently, nothing that I could have caught. Really, even if I really wanted to scale down to those lower time frames and try to scalp something on the 15. Let me know what you guys think about this right here. But for me, it's pretty choppy, if you ask me. We stayed within a 58-point range here from the open, and we are now just starting to trade back above the 6 p.m. open and the daily open. So we could see an aggressive move back up towards that daily high. I would say this is it has some chances of happening. The thing is, are you going to be alive when if there is a retracement? I would have wanted to see us push very aggressively back towards 35 and having that high being my draw and using that catalyst to that 8 p.m. open as basically the confirmation to drive us back up towards that daily high. Fortunately, we might see that move happening just right here in front of us from those 15-minute bars. Those next two 15-minute bars will be there to watch. And potentially, if there is something great on the 15, I might take. But the action needs to be like perfect on the 1 minute. Until then, chill, fam. No 15-minute. We stay away. Remember, I mean, if you really want some good capital preservation and you don't want to put unnecessary risk on the table, then not trading off of the 15s would be great for sure. So let's wait. If you guys have any questions regarding anything, it could be personal, it could be trading related, it could be, you know, you giving my asking me my thoughts on something, let me know right there, because we're still waiting for a setup. Also, let's hit the like goals, chat. We're currently at 442. We are almost 900 people on the stream, so appreciate you guys for being there. Let's reach let's do 600. Let's do 600 likes for a third account giveaway. So I currently owe you guys two 150k select accounts, and usually on those streams I try to give away 4 accounts per stream. Okay, try to be the good guy until I get until someone tells me, yo bro, you gotta chill. You know, so make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and ask me the questions that you want me to answer if you have any. So are you getting in now? That's a good question. Not now. Not now. Like the easiest plays is like seeing a candle like this closing and you having your draw on the higher time frame, and then, you know, that's easy for me. That's an easy play. But like longing from here on an inside bar print, knowing that it's 8 p.m. open and it could need that low in order to have enough fuel to push back up. It's exactly like yesterday, really. Like remember yesterday? Yesterday was a terrible fake out on both sides. Like if you was up yesterday, good shit. Completely off topic, but how did you handle self-doubt when you were first starting out, if you had any? How did I handle self-doubt was through convincing me of the potential of this business model that I'm trading currently. So in the moments where I would doubt myself and doubt my ability to be able to make money here, I would remind myself that, damn, okay, I have an account in front of me that cost me $100, and that account cost me $100. Okay, stick with me. I need to pass an eval. Okay, no matter if I blow that eval 12 times, I'll be down $1,200. Okay, and then I only need one conversion, one payout. Let's say you were even trading a growth account and you were able to make 1,500, one singular payout, and you were going to be net positive on the business model, 300 out of your own pocket. Let's say you blew that 11 times, and then on the 12th try, you were able to request the payout. Knowing the maths behind those, knowing the fact that we don't necessarily need to be the best trader, best analyst, best this, best that. You really need to be emotionally intelligent, a great risk manager, plus understanding what strategy that you need to take in order for you to maximize your amount of profits with the business model that you're currently in. So what I did basically was also to get that self-doubt off of my mind was I had super small realistic goals that were super close to me. Instead of being like, yo, I want to change my life, I want to make 70k this year, let's say. Instead of saying that to me in the first 2 years of trading, I was like, you know what? let me net $1,500 to $3,000, which is two payouts on two 50K accounts. One payout on a 50K account or two payouts on a 50K account. That's it. And knowing the stats behind those, the fact that even if I blew those accounts multiple times, if I had the right approach, it would be inevitable for me to request that payout and be up on the business model. Then that always kept me mentally sane and always kept me pushing to build the best prop firm model that I could. That has to be the best answer I could have given you. But the only thing that would it's like, let's say I'll give you an example. If you feel a certain way and you feel bad, the only thing that will convince you to keep pushing or to solve that problem is not emotions. It's pure facts, you know? It's pure built-in facts. So try to understand a little bit deeper into those metrics of, like, instead of being emotional regarding, oh, damn, I blew that many evals, or oh, I blew that many accounts, take a step back and be like, okay, did I deserve to lose those accounts because I actually don't know what the fuck I'm doing? Or you know what you're doing currently, and you're just in that phase where you just need more and more practice in order to achieve those kind of results, you know? So I mean, if your first goal is to make $1,500 per month with a 50K account or two 50K accounts, spreading your risk between those two accounts, a lot of people should be doing this. Just knowing the stats behind a prop firm. You know what I mean? So that is really what kept me sane from the jump. Knowing that I did not even need to be that good in order for me to profit. Once I understood this, then I did everything in my ability to be over-prepared and actually be good. So then you'll land somewhere close to that. You know? It's like, what's the quote? Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. Is that it? In French is different, but yeah. Hopefully I answered your question. Pop Smoke reference. That is not he didn't create that reference, bro. Was he the one that created it? Woo bag, baby. There's no way he did. He is. Oh, hell no. I just threw in a Pop Smoke reference right there. I appreciate your trading psychology talks are backed with math. Welcome, brother. I mean, there was also a quote. It was like, no one's actually forcing you to request that payout, or no one's forcing you to pass that eval tomorrow. You know that. No one is forcing you to click those buttons to blow that account. No one. No one is forced. Like, what is time running behind your back? It was happening. You're living right now, so it's all good. You know, you're blessed. Chill. Take it step by step. The moment you need it too much, you'll repel it. You'll repel it away from you. It's easy to say. It's easy to say because I'll do those mistakes also. You know, I'll be also emotional sometimes. You know, sometimes I will get caught up in my own emotions, but at the end, it's if you do the right thing most of the time within this business model, you should end up doing good. How many likes do we have currently? 507. Was it 520? I have the worst memory when it comes down to the like goals. Is it 520 or 500? I think it was 520. 600. Oh my god. 600 was the next like goal. You guys are tripping. Come on, guys. Let's reach 600. Currently at 508. Still did not take any trades, chat, within this range. You guys can see, like, this, we just started to move. Like, it looks like it was a clear move up, but I'm telling you, before Tokyo opened, this is what I was dealing with. All right there. So, and also the last hourly candle being an inside bar. Usually I do not want to trade those. I'm very cautious about trading those type of candles. So yeah. So let's bring the likes up to 600, and we'll do another giveaway, chat. Thoughts on TGR Island? I did not even watch it, really. Bro, I saw a guy though, a guy that went there. Like, he's a kind of big, like, muscular guy. Bro, that guy, I saw his reels. He's like, day 5 of teaching myself how to fucking day trade. Hey, that's like his hook. I like it. And then he goes in and he freaking full ports like 10 lots, 20 lots of gold at market open. And then I was like, bro, that has to be demo. And then the guy, he shows every time it's a fucking live account. And I'm like, bro, day 5 of teaching myself how to fucking day trade. It's real bread. When I saw that guy, I was like, okay, there is absolute levels to this shit. Number one, he either has too much money to spend. He's just too rich. Because losing 100K in a day is, I don't know, no matter how rich you are, that fucking stinks. And I don't know if he's just rich or he's just a degen. So I don't know. But that dude is really, I don't know, he's funny. Yeah, I think it's so entertaining. He was down 30K and other day 45. Yeah. Let me see here. Professional gambler? Yeah. Looks like it. Ramos, do you think people should just use their own money? I've been asked that question in 2 podcasts that I was in, which was, do you think live, like building your own live account is a better thing than prop trading? And I was like, run the numbers for yourself. It is not even close, not even comparable. The amount of money that you can make with props, if you compare that to how much money that you can make with a live account. I'll give you the example. If I have $4,000 to invest into those accounts, okay, with $4,000, you know how many 50K accounts I can buy or I can pass with that 4,000? Okay. And let's say with that even just 4,000, okay. Let's say with that 4,000, every account costs $100. Okay. So I could literally, let's say I'll give you an example. I could decimate. So that means it's 40 accounts. Okay. I could decimate 35 accounts. Pass 5. Be able to request a payout on one set of 5 and still be up 6 bands on the business model. Net profit. If you took those 40 accounts, okay, of course you're trading it differently, of course, but those are the mass, pure mass. So those 40 accounts, each of those 50K accounts have $2,000 of drawdown. If you were to decimate 35 accounts times 2,000, it would be 70K out of your own pocket. Decimated. You're never seeing that bread ever again. If that doesn't ring a bell of like, shit, I need to know how to trade this. I need to know how to get good trading props. I need to learn that, okay, it's a different model of business than something else, you know. Then it's those are two different types of trading. It's like comparing, I don't know, football and like flag football. You know, I don't know if that was a good comparison. But you get what I mean. Yeah, Pop Smoke reference better. Bruh, I hit your message, my fault. Bro, I try to double click sometimes and I just dismiss the plot. To become a consistently profitable trader, can you suggest the best concepts to focus on? You have a course for step by step. We have that planned. We will have that for you guys very soon, hopefully. Tradeify and we will do something for you guys. Professional, well done, respectable work. You'll see. Pretty sure most of you guys will like it. But yeah, I agree. In this business, in props in general, I would say your understanding of frequency, risk to reward, win rate, and randomness of trades in a small series of setups basically is extremely important. Then you need to be perfect on the risk management. Trader Yush, how are you doing, brother? Trader Yush, the order flow demon. Bro, I gotta see you here on my stream, bro. We gotta collab. I need you as a guest here, Yush. That would be cool. Let me know. I'll shoot you a DM on X if you're down. Because I used to trade order flow back then, and I truly want to know how you trade. You know, I know all the things, TPO, everything. I traded that my first year of trading, so I want to know how you get those trades. Let's set it up. I'll reach out to the team. I'll DM you on Twitter, and it should be done. We should have it for next week. Let's do it, brother. But Yush is an insane trade. Really, really good. Has above like, I think he has above like $2 million in payouts. So shout out to you, brother. Yeah, I mean, I need to know. Yeah, because Asia is a little bit slower, so we won't have time to speak and get deeper into the understanding of your strategy. So yeah, definitely down for that, bro. So how many likes do we have, chat? Let's see if we have 600. 555. Come on, guys. We need to reach 600 likes. We're currently 800 on the stream. If everyone just likes, I would be giving away more accounts. So at 600 likes, I'm doing a third 150K select account giveaway. So let's start right now. I know it's going to take some time. So maybe some of you guys will understand that you need to like the stream for us to give away more accounts. But the first word will be Yo, guys, give me some okay, I know the first word. I know the first word. Try to guess the first word. The first word is gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Bacon. All right. First word is IQ. Woo bag baby. That could have been good. So at 600 likes, we are gonna do. Okay, we're already at 600 likes. That's amazing. So now let's reach 700 likes. And at 700 likes, I'm doing another account. So I have 3 accounts to give you guys now. If we reach 700, it will be 4. So it's for 150K select account. Appreciate every single one of you for tuning in to those sessions. We're vibing. Today was a day with extremely low volatility. I would say those hourly candles were very, very let's say impossible to trade. So yeah, stay patient. We talked more about game plan, mental, psychology. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. So let's select the first winner. Okay, so the first winner is Jenna Roke 68. Jenna Rock or Jenna Roke 68. Congrats, brother. You won a 150K select account from Tradeify. Make sure to have your email in your YouTube description and also to type in the chat. Okay, so I see you. You're here. So perfect. Congrats. Now let's do the second word. Second word, Pop Smoke. It had to be done. I don't think that's a Pop Smoke reference. You guys are trolling me. Bro, shoot for the stars, aim for the moon is not like a rapper from New York did not invent that. You guys are absolutely tripping. I could be wrong. He actually invented that. No way. He is actually the inventor of that quote. All right, brothers. I am absolutely cooked. Okay, we can select the second winner. Congrats. Oh my god. Diggy Cap. He's someone from my community, my Discord. Oh, congrats, brother. Sheesh. Congrats, bro. You won 150k select account. We won't be able to beat the rigged allegation on that one, but it's all right because we have two more. One more. One more until we hit 700. So lock in. Lock in. Let me know when it's ready. All right. Last word, deep voice. You guys were saying that I was trying to make my voice sound deeper when I was live with Lumi, which is absolutely not true. But yeah, that's for the reference. I always pick words from our conversations on the stream or. If at, let me see. We currently have 661 likes, so this is the last, unfortunately, the last account that I'll be giving away. So GG's. So we can now select the winner. Congrats. Tito Tenix. Tito Tenix, congrats. You won 150k select account from Tradeify. Make sure to have your email in your YouTube description and to type in the chat to claim your account. It was a pleasure tonight to be on the stream. Unfortunately, no trades. You can see here the action speaks for itself. Pretty big accumulation. I'm pretty happy that I did not get caught up in that chop. Even I actually wanted to short in the first place, but definitely wanted to wait for more confirmation. So I appreciate you guys so much. I'll host the Asia session stream tomorrow also. Make sure to be there. We do giveaways, we trade live, and yeah, so make sure to like the stream if you enjoyed. Also subscribe to the channel, and I see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Peace out.